Action.
Hi, my name is Brendan Byrne, writer and part of the producing. Reset.
Let's reset. And action.
Hi, we're here today to talk about Pain and Blood, the new slash. Seriously? I'm here trying to shoot a pitch video for Indiegogo, and I'm going to deal with this shit as well?
Alright, we'll take 5.
No, let's not take 5, let's go again! Reset and action! Hi, my name is Brendan Byrne, writer and part of the producing. Cut.
Cutting.
Are we cut? Come in. Let's take 5.
Someone there, please help me!
Don't let them hear you scream.
What? We have to try!
That's what happens if you try.
Is someone there, please? You have to help us! Please help us!
Now that my colleague is dealing with our guests, I thought we could continue our conversation somewhere a little quieter. As I was saying, our new contemporary slasher film, Paid in Blood, is about a sadistic serial killer hell-bent on revenge who uses social media to lure a group of young adults to a wild party in the middle of nowhere. Being a contemporary slasher means that we've taken all the most iconic villains, kills and jump scares of the 80s and 90s slasher films and we've fused them together with today's version of smart horror. That means that the protagonist needs to make smarter decisions. No more running up the stairs when you should be heading out the front door. But that also means that the antagonist needs to step up their game and become a little bit more creative. Our aim with this film is to give the slasher genre the modern day reboot that it deserves. But in order to do that, we've had to recruit some pretty iconic names, such as Kane Hodder, who most people will recognise as Jason Voorhees from Friday the 13th franchise, and Victor Crowley from the Hatchet franchise. Linnea Quigley, who's one of the most iconic scream queens of the 80s and 90s, and has starred in over 200 films, including the cult classic The Return of the Living Dead.
Do you ever wonder about all the different ways of dying?
Then there's Roger Ward,
While Roger Ward, the guard from hell, all right, is like, throwing shadow punches at her.
who played everyone's favourite bald-headed chief of police, Fifi, in the original Mad Max.
They say people don't believe in heroes anymore. Well, damn them!
And the stunning and talented Lauren Grimson, who recently won Best Supporting Actress for her role in The Legend of Ben Hall.
You're safe here, Ben. No one knows you're here.
Now, we've promised to stay true to the slasher genre, which means yes, there will be a cabin in the woods. There'll also be sex, drugs, alcohol, parties, blood, and, well, more blood. But we're not talking about the CGI type. We're talking about
corn syrup. Same stuff they use for pig's blood in Kerry.
But before we can get to all the fun stuff, we need to ask for your help to mitigate our financial responsibilities. As you can imagine, we need to pay for accommodation, wages, locations. And did I also mention we're throwing one of the biggest social media parties of the year? No? Well, we are. And you can get an invitation. But that's just one of the awesome perks we have available for backing our project. If you can't help out financially, that's fine. You can help out in other ways, such as following us on social media. Now we're asking you to join us on our journey. And in return, we're committed to bringing you one of the most terrifying, nail-biting, on the edge of your seat horror films that's hit your screen in years. Is that more screaming? Reset.
So, what happens to people that watch this but don't back the film?
Well then I guess we're gonna need a bigger cage, aren't we?